So day 9 of 31 Days of Horror, I watched Seed People, which is another full moon movie, the last full moon movie I will watch for these 31 days, and it is the second to last episode in the 13 Days of Elvira that I watched. I also watched the Night of the Living Dead one, which was the last episode, the original Night of the Living Dead. I'm not going to review that because I've seen that movie a lot already before, and I've already reviewed it on this channel. But again, these are first watches. That's not first watch. But that was the last episode in the 13 Nights of Elvira whole thing. So I use the excuse to watch the rest of the episodes of Elvira for new movies that I haven't seen. So, like I said, Seed People will be the last full moon and last Elvira for this 31 days. Now, Seed People is a plot that you never heard of before. It's about aliens that come down. They start making people turn into seeds, almost like they're taking over the earth, almost like they are body snatchers. You know where I'm going there. This basically is just Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but just less good. Like, this really didn't... This one's weird because out of all the full moon movies I watched recently, this one I didn't hate. I didn't think it was the worst out of all of them. I still think Ginger Dead Man was the worst that I saw of these recent full moon movies. But this one I thought was pretty uninteresting. Like, it's a spoof, or not a spoof. It's a movie basically just Invasion of the Body Snatchers, except worse. And it's weird to say that because this one really does feel like it, where it's just these eggs that hatch and then they form around somebody and the person becomes a seed person. And it's just like how in Body Snatchers, there's eggs that are created that form around people and they become the new beings, like in that movie. But it's very similar premise. It is very similar with that. I thought it was funny. Like, it's not... there were a couple funny moments in it, but it's not a movie that I will ever really watch again. Really never, unless it's like an objection, like doing it for like a video or something. But I would never just watch this for fun again. And I'm not mad I saw this one. I didn't hate it, but I thought it was bad, or unentertaining. There are a couple entertaining moments, though. I do think it's funny, and again, Elvira helped with the humor in this, where these seed people can like roll around like the critters, like from the movie Critters, and she made a joke about them being a rolling turd, and I thought that was good, and I thought that made that more entertaining. If I did not see the Elvira interspersed in this movie, I would have not thought it was this funny, but that's great. I thought that was a funny moment. I thought that was funny. It was like Critters, and this came out in 92, and Critters came out in... I'm blanking. Is it 86, or is that Critters 2? I can't remember. I know that Critters came out way before this. There was a funny line where this person says, "I'm your daddy," and this girl goes, "You're not my daddy." Like, I thought that line was funny, but pretty much... basically, there's nothing else I can really say about this one. It really does suffer from being just pretty boring and uninteresting. So pretty much nothing really to say about this one. But I'm going to do an impromptu, and I'm going to show you some pickups. But pretty much that's all I could say about the movie. Like, the movie I thought was really whatever. Gave it 1.5 on Letterboxd. Nothing memorable. One or two moments of funniness, but also it's because Elvira helped. But real quick, I'm not going to cut this. I'm just going to stand up, get my pickups. You can tell I was prepared for this video, how I was prepared and didn't put the pickups next to me, and I stood up and walked to go get them. And again, I don't have any editing software right now, so I'm not going to edit this. I'm just gonna just show it like it is, like that, no edits. But I got a big amount of pickups recently, because a friend of mine quit collecting horror and quit watching horror movies and sold off his collection, and he gave me a really good deal. So I'm excited because I got a lot of Blu-rays and I got a NECA figure that I wanted. If you've been watching my videos for the last month or so, I got a lot of NECA figures, and I've really dug them. And again, they were a couple of them were from that friend, but the last one I got from him is the Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street 1, which is really cool. So now I have 1 through 3, and I like how it has the tongue phone. That's hilarious, but I really think that that's a good looking Freddy. Like that's a really cool NECA figure. So like I said, I've got most of the Freddy variants already for that they've released. Not all of them, but I got most of them. And speaking of Nightmare on Elm Street, I also got the whole collection that he had. So I got the Nightmare on Elm Street collection on Blu-ray, which I just had the DVDs, and I've never upgraded. I was kind of hoping for a Scream Factory release, and I feel like there's going to be one in the inevitable future, but I got such a great deal on this. I had to buy this, 1 through 7. Really, I like this franchise a lot, but it's actually my least watched out of the big franchises, horror-wise. But I really dig these, and I haven't seen them in HD, so awesome. I love the artwork to this, too. That's really cool. And then I got something that I'm really excited to talk about, because I have Crystal Lake Memories, which is a Friday the 13th documentary, which is incredible. But I got Never Sleep Again as well, which is, I remember liking a lot. I've seen it one time. I want to rewatch it again because I really liked it from what I remember. And again, the Nightmare franchise is not my favorite franchise. I still dig it. I think it's great, but in terms of watchability, it's not my most watched franchise. But this is a really good documentary from what I remember. It's half the length of the Friday one, but this one doesn't have as many movies. But I remember it being just as good. So I'm excited for this as well. And then I got 3 Vestron movies and 3 Arrow movies. So I'm excited to show these off because all of these I wanted for a long time. Again, thank you, Derek, a friend who sold these to me. Great deal on all of these because I got a whole lot of stuff for a good deal. So out of the 3 Vestron movies, the first one I got was Chopping Mall. Really enjoyed this one. This one's really funny. It's about killer robots in a mall. It is hilarious. I love the fact that it's just so ridiculously goofy, and it's got Kelly Maroney, Garrett Graham. It's got a good cast to it. And I really like the fact that it's just so entertaining. Like, it's just a fun movie. I enjoy it. And Barbara Crampton as well. Really dig this one. And I love the artwork, even though this is some of the most misleading, like, artwork for a poster, like, ever. Like, there's nothing about a robot hand. It's like a killer robot that's like, say, Short Circuit, like, robot. It's not anything like this. Like, there's no robotic hand in the movie. But I love the artwork to this. It's fantastic, but it's really not, it really doesn't describe the movie that well. But then the next Vestron movie I got is the Wishmaster collection. And I have seen Wishmaster 1 and 2. I have not seen 3 and 4. I remember thinking 1 and 2 were fine. They were okay, but they weren't anything that I loved. But I will rewatch these again and review these eventually. I will definitely watch them all again, or watch the first 2 again and watch 3 and 4 that I've never seen. I'm excited because I also watched the first 2 on like VHS quality, so I'm going to definitely see a good upgrade for these. And this, again, is a really cool deal. All 4 of these in one set. So, awesome. Then the next one is a slasher that I enjoy as well, which is Slaughter High. Love the artwork to this as well. I just love 80s slasher artwork. This is fantastic artwork. This is a really fun slasher. It is, basically, it has a Friday the 13th score, especially part 5. It's got they basically recycled the score for it, so it feels so much like a Friday the 13th movie. And it is a slasher, to be fair, but the score makes it feel so much like Friday the 13th, because it is the Friday the 13th score. But I dig this one as well, really fun. So those are all the Vestrons I got. And then the 3 Arrow movies I got are Creepshow 2, which I remember enjoying. I liked the first one a lot. I remember this one being fun. I remember this one having some good segments in it. Especially the one where they're on the dock and, like, everything starts, like, they start melting or getting, like, melted by this blob thing. Like, I thought that was good. And I remember there's also I think it's Indian statue where, like, you put paper in its mouth that says something and then he'll do it. Like, I thought that was pretty interesting. But I remember liking Creepshow too. And then Reanimator. Oh, and also these Arrow videos, I reversed the cover so it doesn't have the new Arrow cover. It's just reversible. So Reanimator, other side. But Reanimator I enjoy a lot. I think it's great. Had not owned it. So again, great time to get this for a good deal. And then the last one I got is another slasher I enjoy, Blood Rage. This one is hilarious, and I love this one. It's a good one for Thanksgiving, because it is a Thanksgiving slasher technically. Like, they do eat Thanksgiving dinner in this. So this one is so quotable. It's very, very fun. It's gory as hell, and it's really entertaining. So I really like Blood Rage. So glad I got that one. So again, thank you, Derek, for all of the stuff I bought from you for a great deal. It was awesome that I got a great deal on all that stuff. So that is it on the pickups. And like I said, review for Seed People, which I thought was just whatever. Like, it wasn't anything like I'll remember. But I didn't hate watching it, but whatever. But that and pickups, done with this video. Stay tuned for day 10 tomorrow. I forgot what it is. Oh no, it's Metamorphosis, I think, is what's coming up for day 10 for 31 Days of Horror. So I'll see you guys there. Take care.